The Technical Guidance Notes document was published to support member states in understanding the Sendai Framework targets and indicators. This tutorial will provide an overview of how to use the Technical Guidance Notes, hereafter called the TGN, and assist you in reporting data for the Sendai Framework Monitor System. The TGN is organized into chapters, one for each of the 7 individual global targets A to G. Turn to the contents and you can refer to each target to find answers specific to reporting on related indicators. Starting with Target A, each chapter starts with an overview, introduction, and the indicators for the target. Then you can find applicable definitions and terminology, which are those recommended by the Open-Ended Working Group and adopted by the UN General Assembly. Looking at Target A, Indicator A1 is the number of deaths and missing persons attributed to disasters. The definition of deaths is noted here as the number of people who died during the disaster or directly after as a direct result of the hazardous event. For example, if someone died from drowning caused by a flood, that is counted in this number. Meanwhile, if someone died from a heart attack during a cyclone, this number is typically not included, as the cause cannot be directly linked to the hazardous event. However, such a determination is ultimately up to the member state. Countries can set their own cutoffs on who should be included in these categories, but we recommend keeping your approach consistent. For the number of missing persons, it is important to note that a person cannot be both dead and missing. They must be counted as either one or the other. If someone is missing but a body is found later, that data must be modified. When to declare someone missing depends on countries, but you must take care to ensure people are not double counted for data inputted into the monitor system. These are the types of useful tips on definitions that you can find for each target and related indicators within the TGN. After definitions and terminology, you can find computation methodology. This section can be intimidating, but not to worry, you do not need to make these calculations yourself. The purpose of this section is to show you how the monitor system makes the calculations for you. For example, A1, the number of deaths and missing persons attributed to disasters per 100,000, is calculated based on the data you input for A2A and A3A. Some countries do not have 100,000 people in their population, but this converts it to a percentage that is comparable to other countries. All you have to do is enter the number of people dead and missing from disasters. The next section moves on to the minimum and desirable data requirements. Countries can either report the minimum, which for A2 is the total number of deaths attributed to disasters, while the desirable is this number disaggregated by hazard, geography, sex, age, disability, and income. If you don't have some or all of the data for desirable requirements, start by entering in the minimum data requirements. Finally, we cover specific issues that will be important for you to take note of and keep consistent throughout the process of data collection. For Target A, location of death is important, where each death that occurs within a country as a result of a hazardous event should be counted, regardless of the nationality of the dead person. For example, if someone of nationality A dies in country B as a result of an earthquake, country B will count this individual's death, not country A. Another example of a specific issue is disaggregation by disability. In all cases, disability refers to pre-hazardous event disability, and not people who acquired disabilities during the event or as a result of the event. If a person that died as a result of a tsunami had acquired a physical disability during the event, this death would not be disaggregated by disability. If a person with vision impairment before a flash flood died during the event, this death would be included in the disaggregated data by disability. Going through each of the specific issues may clear any questions you may have on definitions or data collection, and you can also find a list of frequently asked questions at the end of this module. The TGN continues to show you sample data entry screens. We will go through data entry using the Sendai Framework Monitor in the next videos, but you may want to take a minute to look through this section in your copy of the TGN.